Welcome to the Santai Podcast.
Hello people, welcome to the Santai Podcast episode 4. It's me again, TB, your host, and I will be with two other friends today. And for the first time, Zainal is not in here with me.
Aww.
In his absence, I've invited my good friend Kevin.
Woo! What's up, guys?
Yeah, if you guys don't know, he's the guy who owns this man cave that I always mention every episode. He is also the host for the Movie Maniacs podcast.
Of which you're also a panelist.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you're interested in listening Bruneians talk about movies that's showing in the local cinema, do check out the Movie Maniacs podcast.
Thanks for the plug, TV.
Yep. And our next guest, she was here in the first episode. Welcome back to Brunei's best barista,
Arguably.
Self-proclaimed.
Miss
Thank you,
Jolin
thank you.
Wong.
Yay!
Yay. When I edited the first episode of the Santai podcast, I forgot to mention which cafe you own.
It's okay, we'll keep that anonymous.
But, I thought it was like a game for the listeners, to figure out where she was pouring coffee.
Yeah. It's near Escapade.
In Kulap,
In
Regent
Kulap.
Square. Go find it, guys.
The first word sounds like simply.
Oh no.
But it's not spelled
But
that
it's
way.
not simply. So,
That was not my doing.
you guys can check her cafe out. And I love the chicken parmigiana, as I mentioned in the first episode. And they apparently have the best mango cheesecake.
Apparently.
Yes,
Yeah, in Brunei,
arguably.
arguably. Alright, okay. For the people who's listening this for the first time, this is called Santai Podcast. I think I have a few people asking me why is it called Santai Podcast.
Me included.
Yeah, because Santai in Malay means to chill, to relax. I know you guys can't see where we are, but we're actually in a very chill place on lazy boys and couches.
Yeah.
So,
We be Santai.
yeah, we are Santai. Yeah, we will be talking about issues people face everyday life, mostly relationship. We are not the most qualified people, but
No.
No, definitely
no,
not.
but if you want to hear a third opinion, this is where you can get one.
That we are. We are opinionated. But
Yes, we are opinionated. And what's up, guys? Anything going
No, we're
on?
alright. We're good. Yeah. Sunday, so we're just
Chilling.
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 Santai.
Santai. All right, let's get that out of the way and move on to the questions.
Question time!
I'm a little
Question
stressed.
question number 1. Dreading the boys trip. Oh yeah, before I proceed with the email, it's email us at thesantaipodcast@gmail.com or drop us a question at ask.fm/santaipodcast. So, going back to the email.
Oops.
My
Take
boyfriend
two.
My boyfriend of 2 years recently told me that he's planning to go to Jakarta with a bunch of his guy friends for a bachelor trip. He has told me how wild these trips can be. Strip clubs, partying, getting high, lots and lots of massages. I've seen enough movies to kind of guess what goes on from these trips. He said for that he used to go all out on these trips before we started dating. Usually though he's the one who initiates all these things. Sorry. Like the ringleader of the group. They haven't had one since we got together. This will be the first. He told me that he won't participate in all the craziness and told me not to worry. But I can't help it. I generally do trust him. It's just that if he's in the boys group, he tends to try and act macho and be the fun guy. I'm just scared the thing might go out of hand and things will happen. Plus, with all this, what happens in X stays in X thing. He might not ever tell me if something did happen. Then again, I don't know if I want to know. I don't want to be the control freak girlfriend, but at the same time, I can't help but feel worried. Should I stop him from going?
First of all, that was a really long question.
Yes, it is a very long question. A detailed question.
Very detailed question.
So we don't have to assume a lot of stuff.
She mentioned that she's watched enough movies. What movies is she referring
Probably
to?
The Hangover.
1, 2, and
Okay. I don't know. Do you want to take this first?
oh man. Okay,
As someone who could be in her shoes.
I guess if I was in her shoes, and I've already made this a rule for myself, if my boyfriend has gone on an all boys trip, don't ask questions. I would rather not know
And trust him.
and trust him than know every single detail that went on. Gives me peace of mind. There's less dramas in the relationship. I just prefer to not know. Even if you do pay for, I don't know, one night in a hotel.
Well, it depends how many nights they'll be there.
Yeah.
I know, but in a different room, or I don't know,
Maybe it's an hourly rate.
You know, yeah, an hourly rate in a themed. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She knows stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just not want to know. It just makes me, as a girl, feel a little bit more relaxed that way.
Well, I'm no expert, and just a bit of background for the listeners out there. I am married.
Yep, Kevin is
Yeah,
married.
I'm married. For something like this, it all boils down to trust. As to to echo what Joe has said. If you don't have trust, then in my opinion, you don't have anything. And if maybe you need to look at this from a different kind of perspective, because right now the person asking the question seems a bit scared and a bit nervous as to what may happen. But you have to have faith. You have to trust your partner. You have to trust your boyfriend to do the right thing. And by doing the right thing would be to
Trust.
not do anything
Yeah.
outlandishly stupid. And if he is the guy for you, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
But if you do, make sure when he comes back, get him checked out so he doesn't get anything, catch anything.
Yeah, like the bird flu.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll call it the bird flu. Wait, isn't it the birdie flu? Sorry.
Different type of bird flu.
Oh god.
Yeah, just make sure he gets checked out because you don't want to catch that stuff too.
Yeah, because bird flu is contagious.
That's what I heard too.
But I think, I don't know, you're kind of crazy, number one, because you don't trust your boyfriend.
Oh my god.
And I'm not saying the boyfriend's not crazy. I think the boyfriend's crazy as well. So both of you deserve each other.
Oh my god.
Because
Don't listen to him.
at the first place,
He's single.
You don't really trust your boyfriend. And then secondly, your boyfriend knows you that well that you're going to be freaked out about this trip and still insist on going to this batch trip. So I think if you guys are not crazy, you would probably talk things out.
But she did say in the question that he told her that he's going on a trip and what he used to do, which means, there's always a possibility that he might not be that same guy after meeting her. I mean, it's a long shot, but the fact that he's honest and telling her about it up front kind of says something. I mean, to his credit,
He did say,
yeah,
it's not like he's lying, I'm going for a meeting.
he's not hiding
Yeah.
it. He's being honest.
So I guess you can't blame the guy.
I just think that for her, she would probably need some kind of assurance from him as well.
Yeah.
Right?
There-
Like
there has-
testing while you're
There has
back
to
in
be
the
better
room.
communication between the two of you. Judging by the question, he's taken the first step. Maybe maybe he doesn't realize that he's taken the first step to being honest or opening that channel of communication. But he did tell her, like, this is what is going to happen, and this
Yeah.
is what happens on this trip. And I think it's up to her to sort of maybe come back to him and say, maybe I'm not comfortable with this or that, and just to lay it out, because once you start assuming things, then that
Goes all
yeah,
downhill.
it all goes downhill.
I need a suggestion. I'm gonna ask, like, Joe, if you have a boyfriend who's in a batch trip, would you ask him to report to you every night
Honestly, I would. I would like to know that.
what they're doing?
Not actually, no. I actually don't feel that it's important to know what
Just,
they're doing
you know.
because I don't want to know.
So you're like,
I just want to know that they're safe.
Yeah, I
That's-
think
that's
yeah,
essentially
it's more
it.
of like a checking in thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't
That
worry,
he still
I'm-
thinks about me.
I'm alive
Yeah.
and I'm back at the hotel.
I'm not married with some hobo.
Hooker or hobo.
So yeah, you can talk to your boyfriend and ask him to do the same thing. You can ask him to check up on her, or you can check up on him where he is in Jakarta. And apart from that, I think you can only hope that he doesn't cheat on you and
I
trust
mean,
him.
like, okay, put it this way.
And even if it does.
You've sent your question in to us, the Santai Podcast.
Yeah.
If you can do that, you can ask the same question to your boyfriend.
He seems pretty honest anyways.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about. This is something that you can talk about. You have to set, if you want to set boundaries, you can. I mean, it's all entirely up to you.
You can warn him if you do anything dodgy, this is it. This is the end of us. And if he still does it, probably he doesn't love you as much.
Wow, you're negative.
But it's
Negative.
true.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Are we going to say break up?
But it is true, because you'd probably, because I trust you, say something like, I trust you not to do these things, but
Yeah, trust is important. That's
Trust
the bottom line.
is important, but when there's alcohol involved, things usually get a bit hazy. I don't know. I just think whatever, I do believe, even for the girlfriend, whatever happens in where is
in
it?
Jakarta.
Jakarta.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking about Hangover, I think. What happens there should stay there. It's not a reflection of him when he comes back to you.
I know this couple, well, I know the wife, and she was saying that her husband was in Bangkok for a trip, with an all boys trip, and then she told the husband, I don't want to know what you do there, just come back home safe.
No, so there you go. I mean, that's sort of a demonstration of one way to go about it.
Yeah.
But if you can't do that, then open up communications and say, this is something that only the two of you can talk about.
And I'm sure he loves you that
Yeah.
much. And I
Wait,
think
maybe he's starting to turn.
I don't know. I'm just
Damn,
there's
mushy.
2 other options.
The sappy Timmy's back.
Yeah.
Yay!
We'll see.
Oh no.
Good luck though.
Yeah. So I guess trust and talk to him. See, tell him you're concerned about some things, and talk things out.
Yeah,
Yep.
agreed.
Yeah.
And it's not like the Hangover, usually.
Yeah. I'm probably they're
I-
just
I
gonna
don't know.
go
I'm
to
a
the zoo.
female.
Or
I don't go on
something.
bachelor trips.
No, there was no
Okay.
there was no monkey. And
Probably
Tiger.
tiger. No.
I'm sure they probably go to water park thing, right?
Yes.
Or the
Maybe.
zoo.
Have a good meal.
Yeah.
Play some golf.
I'm sure you don't
Best
have.
meals.
I'm sure you don't have anything to be worried about.
Watch a musical.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna move to the second question. It's if you need to send us a question, send it at the Santai Podcast at gmail.com or at ask.fm/Santai Podcast. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and SoundCloud. You can follow me on Instagram. It's TBBear, TIBBY Bear.
Yeah, just for the single ladies.
Yeah, I mean, I post a Santai Podcast as well. I'm still single, by the way. You can drop me a DM if you like. All right. So question number 2: workplace romance. Dear Tibby Bear, I am currently interested in this girl who is also my colleague. We both work in the same department, we get along very well and sometimes flirt with each other. She's very attentive towards me and seemed to like to hang out around me. She seemed very comfortable with me. I like her and would like to ask her if she is interested in the relationship. What do you think of office romance and relationship?
Yes.
I've
do it.
had friends who have been burned with workplace relationship that didn't work out and they had to live with the consequence. I've heard of the old saying, don't eat where you shit, but a part of me tells that I can't get it to work. I can't get her out of my mind. I like her very much. What should I do? Help.
Yes.
No. Quit your job and then ask her out.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now he's married to the
Yeah.
woman.
Anyway,
Okay, this is the expert.
so let me get this straight. There's a girl at the office who seems to like you, and you're not sure if you should do anything because of what you think may or may not happen, but you think you can make it work. Is that pretty much the question?
Yes.
I say go for it. Maybe not full on. Just maybe ask her out for lunch or maybe coffee, and then see where that goes. 'Cause I know a husband and wife in my previous jobs who met at work, and then they dated while they were working together. Maybe, probably not in the same office, but different departments. And then they marry, they have kids, and happy family. I think again this kind of boils down to the individual. If you're already thinking about what may or may not happen without even taking the first step, then I think you should just go with your gut. And if your gut says no, then maybe not. If your gut says yeah, go for it, then yeah, go for it. Because you'll never know unless you take the first step.
Yeah. Just prepare to get burned.
Yeah.
And if you do, I hope
Be-
that you guys are both mature enough to
Yeah,
keep
just
work things at work
professional.
and
just be careful of of where you choose to step, because it's a very complicated situation where you work with this person, you're going to see her daily, professionally, and if you got something personal entangled in that, it may affect work, it may affect the whole office dynamic. I really don't know.
Bear in mind, if you're the type of person who gets bored easily, this might be dangerous for you because you're gonna see her every single day.
Yeah, day and then possibly at night as well.
oh, wow.
Joe?
I have nothing to say for this.
Hold on. You don't have anything to say.
I don't have much
Nothing
to
at
say
all?
I just don't believe in it. As long as you guys know that you're mature enough to keep things professional, and whatever personal stuff you guys have, you need to sort it out after work hours. Nothing during. It's for me. I just think exactly don't eat where you shit. Or
But-
shit where you eat. I don't remember which way it goes.
I know this guy who married the colleague. They seem to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, like me and my wife, how that started out was I had interest while I was still working there, and I only decided and got the guts to ask her out after I left
The company.
that job. Yeah, after that company, and that was more of a personal thing. It wasn't about not eating where you shit, but it was more of like if I'm leaving the company, brand new start, brand new job, let's try this out.
But you didn't leave the company because of
No,
that. Okay.
I did not do that, because wow, that is that's a whole new level.
She's pressured now if you do that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, you left the company because of me. Now I have to date
Yeah,
you.
I quit my job for you. Whoa.
Yeah, don't quit your job.
Not yet, anyway.
Unless you find something better.
Yeah.
Better opportunities, not better
Yeah.
people.
So to sum up, I guess you'll never know. It's something you need to decide. If it's something you can live with, and you intend to stay in that job for a while, then take the first step.
I tried once. and then it didn't work out. It felt like shit for a few weeks. I was like, are we like in talking terms? Does she hate me? Do I avoid her all the time? But eventually things like simmer down, and like we talked like normal human beings again.
Yeah. So yeah, again, going back to what Joe said, it just depends on how mature you guys are. If you guys can make that separation between personal and professional, then I don't see what you have to lose.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like if you don't try, you won't really know how she feels.
Yeah.
Then you can try, and then if it fails, just try and be grown-ups.
Yes.
And work.
So
work
my
things
answer
out.
was correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Ha 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 ha.
Don't be like pity.
That's assuming that you're mature enough.
Yeah, like don't like
Spread
don't act
word
weird
first.
if things don't work out.
Yeah, don't spread rumors
Define weird.
Like
saying that they have a small whatever.
no, I mean like I can't do this report because I'll have to work with the person. I mean, you can't do that. You just have to get on with it. Just do whatever you were doing if she wasn't the girl that you were hitting on or flirting with. Like
Oh.
yeah. So
Okay.
I think we got that covered.
Yep,
That
next.
that was easy.
Go forth, my friend, and try this
Good
out.
luck.
Good luck. Godspeed.
Yeah, I hope it's worth it. And if you want to send us another question, Santai Podcast at gmail.com or at ask.fm/Santai Podcast.
Send in your questions. Don't spam.
Or if you're interested
Details
in
are
me,
good.
I mean, if you want to hire me for something, I mean, it's alright. I can accept
A
that.
stripper.
I don't think you would want me to be a stripper.
I am gonna keep my mouth shut on this one.
Okay, Joe seems to think I can be a good stripper, but I don't think I should. Anyways, moving on to the last question for today, because I have another segment coming
Oh.
out, a new segment
Whoa.
for this
Wait,
episode.
he sprung this on me. I was
Yeah.
not ready for this.
Wait. After this question.
After this
Oh.
question.
After this question.
Oh.
Question number 3. Insecure boyfriend. My boyfriend feels insecure about me having a lot of guy friends, as well as still being on good terms with my exes. How do I put his insecurities to rest? Or do I have to minimize contact with my friends? Or even find new friends who are female?
Sleep with him.
Sleep with who? Who are we sleeping with?
Wow. Is this a real question?
Yes, it is a real question.
And it's from a girl.
Yeah, unless it's, but I assume it's a girl.
Okay. I think I know someone who has been in this situation. I can't recall who though. Yeah. So she's got a boyfriend who is
Insecure.
insecure.
I think I was this boyfriend once.
I think it's your question.
No, I grown up. I learned my mistakes.
Yeah, he's got a podcast now and
Yeah.
everything. Come on, Santai Podcast, people.
Yeah, it's her loss.
Oh wow. I've never been that guy.
Have you had those types of girls?
Yes, actually,
Then
yeah,
elaborate.
I have. I think reassurance is the key here, but there's only so much reassurance that you can do. You have to sit him down and talk to him and say, look, what is it? What is actually bothering you? Like, is it the fact that I'm hanging out with guys, or is it the fact that it's this particular guy? What is it about him? And maybe come to an agreement as to what you can do, or you as a couple can do, to minimize or to eliminate any potential backlash, or because again, going back to the first question, it's all about trust. And if the girl is with you, that means she sees something in you that she doesn't see in any other guy. So that's a credit to you. And I don't think you need to be nervous about this.
Actually, agree with his last point.
Yeah, I mean,
Eh?
I don't know.
Eh?
I mean, because I was once this person, and like I think in my point of view, I mean I trust the girl.
yeah,
This is like my assuming I have a girlfriend.
yeah,
I trust the girl.
or boyfriend.
Yeah. In your case, it's the boyfriend. But in my case, like, if I have a girlfriend, I trust her. I just don't trust everyone else.
Yeah, but you have to, you have to sort of tell yourself that she can handle herself in this.
Yeah, I mean
situation.
now as you know that as I've grown and learned new stuff, like there's some things you don't need to be worried about.
I think that okay, there is maybe a measure that you could apply to this. If the two of you have exchanged the words "I love you," and that means something, and I don't think anyone who is sane would say that and deliberately try and break that.
Unless you're of course a 12-year-old who
Yeah,
throws
if,
I love you.
If you're like 12 or 10 or or like a teenager, then I was a teenager once, and yeah, I mean those words were said, but they never translated into something long lasting. But it depends on your level of maturity and how you deal with it. And yeah, you have to trust. You have to tell him to trust you. I don't know how you're gonna do it. It all depends on the guy, whether or not he's willing to accept what you have to say.
Maybe this boyfriend is not in tune with you.
He's
All you need to do, text often, see him often, get him to meet your friends.
Bargains like you've been with your friends for the past 2 days. What about me?
Sorry,
okay.
That does happen.
To you.
I mean, no, to like
Bring
real
him
other
out.
people.
Yeah,
Bring
bring him
him-
up. Spend.
yeah.
I mean, this is why they call it a relationship, because it's a back and forth. So
You guys would need to compromise somewhere.
yeah, there would have to be a. I mean, I'm gonna put myself in her shoes. Obviously, I would not, as a girl, if I was the girl, I would not deliberately want to do anything to jeopardize it, and you would also have to, take into account his feelings, and if you have a friend who's like maybe this like huge bodybuilder, super sexy Magic Mike kind of guy,
Yeah.
and your
Channing
boyfriend
Tatum
who you
looking.
love, and your boyfriend who you love is not exactly that, that guy. He's a complete opposite guy. He's just a normal guy,
Like me.
you have to sort of tell him, look, I'm with you, and I want to be with you. I chose you. This is my friend. You have to understand that. And if your fear, if his fear is that this Magic Mike looking guy might do something to her, don't make assumptions. If it gets to the point where something does happen between them, then that's when you do something about it. But until that point, you have to trust her.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh, because I get confused because this is a girl traveling
Yeah.
with a boy.
Well,
The guy.
guys both
Oh,
ways
okay.
too.
Yeah,
I
goes
So
both
believe.
it
ways.
goes both ways. So if you have a really hot looking boyfriend and there's this hot girl,
Yeah.
then maybe you have to get worried about it unless he tells you to not be worried about it.
Just make sure your personality is awesome, I guess.
Yeah. Also, that's what you get for getting a hot boyfriend. You get insecure. You could just settle with a funny guy with a personality like me. You won't get to you won't need to be worried about being insecure because I have no threat.
Oh no.
Instagram TB Bear.
Instagram
Self plug.
I
So TB has just put himself out there for the listeners. If you're worried about your hot boyfriend, leave him and
Take me.
Check TB out.
Yeah.
Best advice ever, bro.
My mother thinks I should get married just Just putting it out there.
Oh no! Why do you have to say that?
The other day, I was passing by Diamond Platinum. They gave me this brochure, and I was like, "What the hell? Do I look like I want to get married? Do I have a girlfriend beside me? Are you just mocking me?"
Yes, they are.
They probably gave it to you and just went, when the time comes, think of us. See, you're already talking about it.
It just makes me furious. All right, I guess
3 questions.
trust.
Yay, trust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Communicate a lot.
Change
Yeah.
boyfriend. What?
Break up. Go for titty bear.
Trust. I think you don't really have to be worried about it. I'm sure there's signs. If he's really cheating on you, there's probably
If he
other
puts
things.
himself in situations where he can cheat easily, like if he goes out with a girl and it's a quiet place, that's when you have warning signals.
Yeah,
Otherwise, if you go to a cafe,
with
Yeah.
other people as well.
with people around you,
I'm sure
then
it's
it's
gonna
fine.
be
You're
fine. You
not
can
gonna
probably drop by. It's like, hey.
yeah.
So nothing to be worried about.
Chill.
Chill, Santai.
Santai.
And that's 3 questions for this episode.
All right.
Now to the new segment.
Oh, what is
Santai
this?
Podcast.
What is this new segment?
I did not sign up for this.
I will be asking hypotheticals to
Uh-huh.
my guests.
Uh-oh.
I have 3 questions.
Damn.
I have 5 questions.
5?
What?
So we'll be answering 3.
Double damn.
So
Can we pick and choose?
yes,
Woohoo!
you going to pick a number between 1 to 5.
Can I know
Each
what
of
they
us. No.
are?
I'll let Joe go first as she is the lady here.
So pick a number, Joe.
3.
3. Would you rather be itchy for the rest of your life or sticky for the rest of your life?
Sticky, definitely. Because if you scratch too much,
What happens? What happens?
you might get wounds
Sticky.
and scars and just.
But you'll be sticky though.
Would you rather be scratching
is-
yourself?
is-
Imagine you were driving and you had an itch between your toes.
Is
Come on.
sticky and slimy the same thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Sticky as in like after hot yoga
Like
sticky?
like if
or-
you're like after you've sweat and then it dried down. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'd
it's all
rather be
sticky.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You too as well.
Just make sure the room's really cold.
Yeah.
Or wherever you are is cold.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a choice between itchy and sticky, yeah, I'd have to go with
Definitely
sticky.
sticky.
Because itchy is just the worst.
Yeah.
But not
I mean,
glue sticky.
I have eczema and then it feels really bad sometimes. I guess I'll have to agree with being sticky.
So there you go, Santai Podcast.
Easy.
Approved. Sticky. We like being sticky.
If you have the choice.
I just said that out loud.
Yeah, you did.
If you have a
Wow.
choice to be either sticky or itchy, sticky is the best option.
I'm trying to think in what situation would you have to choose to be either sticky or itchy. You'd have to be in like a Disney movie and some witch comes up and goes like, you are now cursed to be itchy or sticky. Make your choice.
And then you will be thanking us. Because we will make the choice for you.
Oh.
I guess that settles it.
Next.
Next
Next.
question.
1, 2, 4, and 5.
Oh,
Kevin.
let's go with number 5.
Would you rather have your normal stinky loud farts, or would you have colored farts that don't smell? But the colored farts is dependent on what you eat. Like
So, for example,
if you eat rice, right, it's white, so your farts will be white.
As in like white smoke.
Yes.
oh man.
Or would you rather have like a really loud fart? Like really loud. Like everyone in the room can hear you fart.
I'd have to go with the first one, which is like having a loud fart, because you can control where you have your fart. you can go outside and just make sure no one's around, and then push it out and then be done with it. But if you
And then
have
walk back in.
if you have farts that don't smell but
But it's
have color,
colour.
I mean, I'm just trying to think about this.
It could be fashion.
No, it could not.
Yes, it could
because
be.
people would know. Like, oh my god, look at that guy! He just farted.
No,
Wait,
that's
does the loud farts, are the loud farts, do they
smelly.
stink?
Yeah, they smell.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
The
know.
colored one don't.
Yeah, but I mean, can you imagine just sitting in a cafe and having coffee with your friends, and then all of a sudden, like, you have this
Smoke.
brown smoke coming out, and you're like,
What
oh
do
yeah,
you eat?
You can control.
yeah,
though.
that was my fried chicken I had for lunch.
See, if you have colored farts, you would think first before you eat. Like, I'm not gonna eat this because this
Yeah,
color.
but what can you eat that has no color?
You control.
Water.
It's like
jelly.
I would eat pedal pop, so I would have rainbow colored farts.
They wouldn't come out as rainbows. They'd all be mushed together into one color.
I still think that it would be rainbow colored farts.
I
would
disagree. No,
I would
no.
I would take the colored farts any day. 'Cause
I wouldn't, cause if they're farts and you know, you never know, colors might stick on your pants, and you don't want to have a situation where you've been farting out colored farts the whole day. And
Can you imagine that if you're driving and you just farting the whole time?
Yeah,
that
your
will
car
fill
would
up?
be like filled up with color.
It's like people who vape. You cannot see them after a while.
And then like the police stops your car and goes like, what happened in here?
I farted. I have those colored farts. You can't blame on me.
No, I can't agree with the colored
Yeah,
farts.
I'm going for the colored farts.
I don't have to pick. I'm a female.
No,
They don't fart.
No, you have to pick.
That is that's not
That's a
true.
myth.
Ah.
I swore my mom farted once. So
Oh no.
you have to.
And they don't apologize for it, do they?
They just laugh.
My grandma farts all the time.
Oh.
And she just...
It's a normal thing to do.
I think when you get to a certain age, you just don't care. Come on, Joe. We need your answer.
Probably the coloured ones.
Oh.
Because I don't want to pass out from the smelly ones.
So there you go. Colored farts win.
It's 2 against 1. Oh.
Yay!
I tell you what, if this were real, you guys would have such multicolored pants
If it's just smoke, it should be okay.
and underwear. Oh.
I want my farts to be rainbow colored.
No, because some. Oh, no,
No, but then if you had really loud, smelly farts and you wanted to somehow cover them, how often is a rubbish truck going to drive past?
no, this is why you have to like think ahead and go like, okay, I'm in this place now. I need to go to the car park.
And let's hope it's really windy.
Okay. So the last questions. Last hypothetical question. I'm gonna pick this one.
All right.
Would you have the hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have to sneeze but unable to?
Hiccups.
Why?
Because sneezing feels wonderful.
No.
It's like orgasm in your brain.
But you can never
Yeah.
sneeze.
Huh?
But you can never.
Yeah,
sneeze.
but I can never sneeze.
Feeling like you have to sneeze, so it's always that. and it never comes.
I'm good. I'm
But
good.
wouldn't you get used to it? That kind of
I would-
feeling? You would assume.
I would rather feel the sneeze again.
But then again, okay, but like put yourself in a situation where you're out on a date and you have either one. If you had to sneeze while you were on a date for the whole date, you wouldn't really have a date. You'd be like, so where you work? That's just weird. But if you had the hiccups,
It's just cute.
that might be cute.
Yeah.
You're like, so where are you from?
Or they just think you're drunk.
That might work depending on the girl.
Or you can just say there's a medical condition that I cannot stop having the hiccups.
Yeah,
Then you
but
could say it's a medical condition.
But
Matt.
the
But it's not cute.
You really should see his face right now.
What if you're
It's
like
funny.
one of those like loud sneezes? It goes like but the achoo never comes.
No,
Yeah.
but some people they don't go. They just like rub their nose and feel like, they just need to somehow.
Yeah, but to
Itchy.
forever be in that state, that's hell.
Ugh.
That's torture.
I don't know this one.
And I think if you're in bed,
Whoa.
you don't wanna, keep pretending that you're going to sneeze because that's just gonna disturb things.
But then
Yeah.
hiccuping.
No, the hiccup thing.
Can you sleep when you have the hiccups?
No, I think when you sleep, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're sleeping, it won't disturb you. Just when
But-
you're awake.
Before you sleep, and if you have the hiccups, wouldn't that keep you awake?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I've never had.
don't know.
I very rarely get hiccups, and if I do, they disappear after like half an hour.
Same.
Yeah.
But I would think like it wouldn't be as sexy if you're trying to
And
hold
that's
back.
what you're concerned
Trying to-
about.
If you're holding back sneezes, are you alright? Are you sure you're alright?
Was it good for you too?
God.
That's still better than.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
See, we've practiced this.
I
Well,
would
you
rather
guys
have
sprung
hiccups.
this on me.
No, I
I would rather have hiccups.
same.
I guess we'd rather have hiccups.
I haven't picked yet.
I know you're gonna go for the sneeze
I'm pretty sure I'll go for the.
because you don't sneeze loud. I think.
No, I don't.
I sneeze quite loud because the louder it is, the
More you get out.
the more like
Orgasmic
orgasmic
it is.
it is to the brain. It's true. It's like sneezing is orgasm for the brain.
I thought it was. Oh no.
You have a weird brain.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that special spot in the brain. Sneeze it. Yes, you got it. That's how it feels like.
that seemed short lived, but anyways.
And I think that's it for today.
All right.
Thanks everyone for listening and coming back to the Santai Podcast. Thanks Kevin and Joe for coming
You're
to this
welcome.
episode
Thank you.
and providing us your sage and knowledge and experience. And for all you guys, if you need more questions, if you want to send more questions, again, the Santai Podcast at gmail.com or drop us a question at ask.fm/Santai Podcast. Alright, thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.